having a clear reason for being, listening to customers, leadership flexibility in markets, putting the right partnerships together within a market, and then finally all the pieces of execution that are involved in succeeding in retail anywhere. Those were really the keys when we boiled down to everything that retailers were telling us. Wasn't a magic there, it was fundamental execution. So who are some of the success stories? What are they doing? Have a clear reason for being. So wonderful global retailers like IKEA and Sephora, they have a clear differentiation they bring to the marketplace. And as we started to look at this across country, very common themes came through. The retailers who succeeded in expanding globally, they brought something new to the market. They're doing something that hadn't been done before to those local consumers. They got those consumers excited. They gave those consumers a reason to shop there for somebody else. And it's summed up wonderfully in a comment from Burberry that says, identify your points of difference. What does your brand do that few other companies do? It could be a product attribute. It could be a brand equity. It could be quality. It could be customer service. But do something that they have not seen before in that marketplace. And retailers like Hornbach, Fnac, and Hollister have been succeeding because they're bringing news to the marketplace. Listen to the customer. It's about as cliched a thing as you can ever say, but what they were really telling us is really listen to the customer. And in fact, one of the biggest mistakes that these retailers pointed out is they said, you know, if we're going to a market that's completely foreign to us, we acknowledge that and we listen to the customer there. When we're going to a neighboring country or somewhere that speaks the same language, we automatically assume we know that customer. And nothing can really be further from the truth. So listen to the customer and have great flexibility in local leadership. And you look across, whether it's Lidl or Media Market or Starbucks, these are very well-established global brands. They have a formula. They have a brand. Yet each one of these companies did something different to adapt as they went to a local market. Starbucks had to change their format in China to meet local behavior. There was more seating there because it's a dine-in culture. Media Market brought a lot of local management autonomy into the Spanish market. Lidl put more French brands on the shelf to ease the entry into that marketplace. And a summary from a Canadian shoe retailer, Aldo, success comes from understanding customers at the local level. We're looking for the local differences. And I think we'll hear that as we listen to our speakers later today. And the flip side, of course, of this is there's many ways to succeed, and there's equally as many ways to fail. And we documented a lot of cases of failure, and they almost always had a lot of common themes. And those themes were around lack of attention to the local market, really not adapting the format fast enough to what was going on, not paying attention to it from a management standpoint, just assuming you could go on autopilot, bad real estate choices. But the litany of failures are almost always around some failure in execution or failure to listen to what those customers were telling us on a local basis. If you think you can go it alone in a foreign market, it's very difficult. So there's many ways to succeed. It can be partnering. It could be the acquisition of a company. Or it could simply be having great local leadership. When Tesco went to South Korea, they did a partnership with Samsung. Samsung wasn't a retailer, but Samsung had brand credibility that they brought to the market. So when Tesco was coming there, the brand was accepted more readily by Korean consumers. Tesco came there around the same time that Carrefour came there. Carrefour is now gone. They came there at the same time that Walmart was there. Walmart's now gone. So they made the right partnership choices. Topshop is expanding in the US through partnerships with Nordstrom. So making sure that you're either getting there through partnership, through localization, and most importantly and fundamentally, understanding the local people, the local staff, the local management that you need to have in place to succeed. Hunkemuller out of Holland says everything is about people. We can't have a great product without great people, and we understand that we have to get people from a variety of backgrounds as we begin to expand outside the country. And the failures, of course, come the same way. Best Buy coming into the UK came in with a large format, frankly, too late for that marketplace. Carrefour has failed in alternate ways in countries, either building stores too big or standalone or simply missing the local nuance and local flavor. Execution, execute, execute, execute. Great real estate. Getting the right locations, the top brands, making it into the market. And almost everybody who succeeded says, we got there first, we got great locations, and those locations remain the best locations we have. And it's not about how many countries you can get to, how fast you can get there. It's about getting there right and getting there the right way.